Welcome back to Metal Talk Monday. Sorry for the delay, all hail Slayer. Let's get right into it.
It's Metal Talk Monday with your host, Van Hanson. Oh yeah.
Today's another playlist video, 2 songs from every Slayer album, minus 1. And we're going back to chronological order. Slayer has consisted of Kerry King, Tom Araya, Dave Lombardo, and Jeff Hannemen. Later it would include Gary Holt from Exodus. And the Slayer playlist will be in the description below. Show No Mercy. I always thought it was funny that the Big Four's debut albums read a sentence. I will kill 'em all with a fistful of metal and show no mercy because killing is my business and business is good. Now, what does that have to do with anything? Nothing! Your first song is Evil Has No Boundaries. This song's the first track on the album, but it's also perfect to slowly dip your toes into Slayer. Not their most extreme song, but it's a good one. Reminds me a lot of Exodus. Number 2, Black Magic. Probably my favorite song from the album. It's just upbeat and fun for a song about voodoo. You can't go wrong. Hell Awaits. We're getting there with that signature Slayer sound that everyone knows and loves. And this is a killer album. The 2 song picks are At Dawn They Sleep and Crypts of Eternity. At Dawn They Sleep starts off with the classic 4th and 5th harmonies that Slayer are the masters of. The build-ups in this song are fantastic, and it's great for headbanging to. For Crypts of Eternity, the song is so creepy and chilling sounding while also being full of raw intensity. Overall, Hell Awaits is a very solid album. I never hear enough praise for it, because, well, after Hell Awaits comes Rain and Blood. The 2 tracks are Raining Blood and Angel of Death. Nah, just kidding. That's probably what you were expecting me to say, but let's give other songs a chance. Raining Blood and Angel of Death are great, don't get me wrong, but let's look for something else. This album is damn near perfect, so any 2 songs can go here, but let's go with Altar of Sacrifice. That fast thrash action just sucks you in with the themes of sacrificing a virgin. Postmortem. The last song had to do with dying, and this one has to do with what happens after you die, so it's perfect. The heaviness of the lyrics and instruments really does the trick with this song. It's excellent. South of Heaven. Behind the Crooked Cross. That chug build-up. If you listen with headphones, you really get into the song. Surrounding you as the chugging starts on the left ear, goes to the right ear, and then the drums meet in the middle. The band personally doesn't like this song, but I think it's great. It provides an analysis of the Nazi regime's actions throughout World War II, highlighting the profound impact of war's atrocities on the lives of those caught in the midst. Mandatory Suicide. Personally, my favorite song from South of Heaven. In a lot of ways, it always reminded me of For Whom the Bell Tolls by Metallica. But let's just get back to the fact. Mandatory Suicide is really punishing. This song has to do with dying without choice in a war. It's powerful stuff. Seasons in the Abyss. Dead Skin Mask. One of the best Slayer songs ever. This song is about Ed Gein, who would kill his victims or grave rob and wear the victim's skin as clothing. Ed Gein has of course inspired other things too, like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Psycho, and Silence of the Lambs. Hollowed Point. Back to that tight but loose feeling Slayer thrashathon Weedly Woo goodness. This song is about gun violence and what the effects are of being shot. Divine Intervention. This album is underrated. It's heavy and shreddy and raw as fuck. Ditto Head. This is the type of song you yell "fucking Slayer" to as you headbang until you bleed from your eyes, while also holding great meanings in the lyrics. SS3. This is great. I never hear anyone mention it though. It's heavy, chuggy, and it's kind of like Angel of Death Part 2. SS3 focuses on Reinhard Heydrich, a significant figure in the Holocaust planning, and his assassination by the Czechoslovakian soldiers. Undisputed Attitude. This album consists mostly of covers of punk rock and hardcore punk songs, so let's just skip it honestly. Maybe we can discuss this album later. Diabolus in Musica. This album is really just nu metal, and while I'm not opposed to it, it's weird to revisit. Not a bad album though, but I think it's one of their weakest compared to others. Stain of Mind. My favorite song from the album. It feels like Cold Chamber song with Tom Araya on it. Love to Hate. This song is pretty good. It's just your standard nu metal anger, and it's catchy. God Hates Us All. This album was unintentionally released on September 11, 2001. Ironically, Dream Theater released an album on the same day called Live Scenes from New York, and the artwork depicted the Twin Towers on fire. What a bizarre coincidence. That album was recalled. Let's get back to Slayer. Disciple. I actually really love this song. In terms of angry music, Tom Araya sounds really pissed, but doesn't he always? Well, yeah, but this one sticks out. It's like, dude, he's really pissed and he fucking means it. That chorus, God Hates Us All, really gets you thinking too. God hates us all! Bloodline. On oldtimemusic.com, there's a section that says the band members have mentioned that their inspiration for Bloodline stemmed from their observations of human behavior. The impact of media on society, and their own experiences with violence and aggression. Also, that I'll kill you and your dreams tonight, begin new life, bleed your death upon me, let your bloodline feed my youth is so catchy. Christ Illusion, Jihad. This song has a really interesting intro. According to Wikipedia, the song portrays the imagined viewpoint of a terrorist who has participated in the 9/11 attacks. This song is very controversial. So, I guess viewer discretion is advised? Holt. What is this song doing in the modern Slayer era? It feels like it could have easily fit on South of Heaven or Rain in Blood or something. Pretty awesome. Again, it's another one of those songs that doesn't hold back from going after organized religion. World Painted Blood. To me, this album is just alright. It's not great, it's not bad, it just sits at meh. Hate Worldwide. I really love the lyrics in the song above everything, especially the I'm a godless heretic, not a God-fearing lunatic. Beauty Through Order. On the album it goes Beauty Through Order and then Hate Worldwide, but I decided to flip them around. Honestly, these two tracks are some of the better parts of this album in my opinion. I don't really have much to say about it if you can't tell. Repentless. Okay, I've heard a lot of negative things about this album, but honestly I fucking loved it. I especially love the connected music video stories that featured Danny Trejo. Repentless. One of my favorite Slayer songs ever. That fucking riff and chugging plus the violent ass vocals. After reading the recent news of Tom Araya disliking being famous, the song unlocked a new meaning. It feels so authentic with the vigorous touring schedule of the band constantly grinding. Also that we're killing ourselves a little more every day always gives me goosebumps. This song is killer. And the last one, You Against You. I think this song is perfect to close the playlist off with. Like I said, I love this album and the story it told. I thought it was the perfect album for Slayer to go out to. And really, this song is just about taking consequences for your actions. Well, that's all I got for Slayer. Slayer is a legendary band with classic albums. I'll admit, there's a good amount of dud albums, but in those albums are still great songs. So I wouldn't say any Slayer album is completely awful. But looking back at the first 5 albums, they're honestly masterpieces. And Rain and Blood and South of Heaven are damn near perfect. What do you think of Slayer? Would you make this playlist differently? Let me know. Until next Monday, metalheads. Next week's band is a true testament to metal that left an amazing legacy and brought upon a new worker.
Make sure you tune in, check out what's on Van's mind. Talk metal, let them know what you're thinking.
Metal Talk Monday. Oh yeah.